Remember that time your husband sighed loudly from the next room? The long, dramatic, theatrical sigh that echoes through the house like a like a foghorn of disappointment. He mutters under his breath about how hard he works, how no one appreciates him, and how he does everything around here. But the moment you say, "Oh, let me help, what do you need?" he waves you off with that wounded, noble expression that says, "No, no, no, it's fine, I'll handle it." And just like that, a knot tightens in your stomach. You start feeling guilty, maybe inadequate, maybe ashamed for not doing more, or for even wanting a moment of peace, to just sit and relax for a little bit from your tasks. Please understand what you're getting from him. That's not humility. That's not even sacrifice. It's a manipulation tactic. Because when a narcissist husband can't control you directly, he'll control you through martyrdom, really is what this is. Welcome to the world of the martyr narcissist. And once you hear me shine a light on this tactic, you're never going to be able to unsee. You're never going to look at those sighs and complaints or guilt trips the same way again. So let's get something straight. There's a massive difference between a partner who's genuinely overwhelmed, that happens, and a narcissist husband performing overwhelm to control the emotional climate of the home. The martyr doesn't just feel burdened. This is the only way to put it, he performs burden. His exhaustion becomes his identity. His sacrifices become a stage, and his resentment becomes a spotlight he shines on himself every chance he gets. Whether it's something as simple as taking out the trash, paying a bill, or watching the kids for 10 minutes, his tone, his body language, and the narrative all tell the same story. I'm the unappreciated hero of the family. He wants you to see his struggle, to feel his struggle, to absorb his struggle into yourself. Because his suffering isn't just self-expression. It's a hook. It's a barbed hook. Every complaint is a cue, and every no, I've got it, is part of a script designed to make you feel guilty for relaxing, taking care of yourself, even existing. So we don't have a partnership, co-laborers in the task of running the home. We have emotional choreography. And you're being cast in the role of the ungrateful wife who never does enough. So how do you tell if this is what's going on? How do you know if it's maybe it's just stress, or maybe it is this dark manipulative pattern? Here's 3 unmistakable signs. So look out for these. The martyr husband doesn't just work hard. He broadcasts his hardships loudly, repeatedly, and dramatically. I've been working all day and nobody appreciates what I do around here. I guess I'll be the only one who cares enough to clean this house. I'm exhausted, but whatever. I'll do it. Don't worry about it. I got it. I enjoy doing that too much. He isn't just simply venting. He's narrating a role. Right? He's an actor on stage. His suffering becomes the character he's playing. And the evidence he uses to claim, this is the insidious part, to claim moral superiority in the marriage. And that should offend you, by the way. Here's the second sign, and this is the giveaway. When somebody truly needs help, they're grateful when you offer it. Like, it's so obvious when I say it out loud, right? The martyr husband, on the other hand, he'll reject every solution you offer. No, don't worry about it. I'll just do it myself. right? He actually needs the burden because that gives him, he believes, emotional power and emotional leverage. And so, like, if you actually solve the problem, then, the performance is over, right? And if the performance ends, then he loses this role, this position, and he loses the ability to guilt you and control you, right? So remember, if he's a martyr, he doesn't want relief. He wants this leverage. Here's the third sign, the third indicator, and this is where the tactic kind of sharpens up. He uses that guilt. So your empathy, your conscience, your desire to be like a partner in this home, that becomes emotional debt that you carry around the house, right? You've overdrawn the account, and so you feel like you shouldn't relax, right? You're not really allowed. You're made to feel like you're not really allowed to relax, kick back. Because every time you feel guilty, he is winning another round of this sick game. His suffering becomes a mirror that reflects your supposed inadequacy. Suddenly you feel responsible for his unhappiness. You feel like you're the problem. This is insidious. This is all sort of between the lines of conversation. You feel like you owe him more. Let's be clear. This is not a partnership pulling on the same rope together in the same direction. This is emotional economics or something. I don't even know what word to put on that. He's setting the exchange rate in the transaction between you guys. So if you're listening to this and thinking, oh wow, I can't believe Don is putting my life into words, I want to invite you to our Skool community. It's called Detox the Marriage. It's free to sign up. Link is down below. It's where beautiful, amazing, awesome, high-achieving women like you that are rocking life outside the home, but are suffering inside the home with a very, very difficult marriage. This group is where you can find relief, where you can find a reality check, and where you can find expert guidance. So the link is in the description. Sign up. It will be helpful. Because you don't have to figure this out alone. You don't have to do this journey alone. Also, while you're at it, click the subscribe button, hit the like button. That helps other women in similar journeys find this content, and they can get a reality check too. So here's why this martyr trap works so well. The tactic works because it targets the best part of you. And that's what makes this so kind of insidious. Right? You're an empathetic person. You have a highly developed sense of fairness, and you want to be a good partner. Right? Your instinct is to fix things when you see somebody suffering. Problem is, he's counting on you being that kind of woman who cares. The truth is that a real martyr narcissist husband, he doesn't actually want help. He wants the moral high ground. And so he communicates through these sighs, the guilt, the exhaustion, maybe the pity party, instead of an honest conversation, an honest sort of negotiation of tasks around the home. And so you're put into this double bind. If you offer help, he rejects it and makes you feel crappy, useless. If you don't offer help, well, then you're selfish and inconsiderate, right? You can't win. So that's keeping you off balance and emotionally dependent. But I want you to know and hear really clearly that this behavior of his, it's not a strength, it's insecurity wrapped up in a costume of superiority. It's a coping mechanism disguised as nobility. And it is not your job to fix it. So, it's not your job to change your martyr husband. But absolutely you can change how you engage with that performance. You can change the dance. Let me walk you through it. It starts with, you know what, I'm just going to stop playing the guilt game, playing the guilt dance. So when he sighs dramatically or performs exhaustion, simply respond neutrally. Here's a line. I'm going to give you a line. Oh, sounds like a long day. And then move on. Don't over-explain. Don't apologize. And don't justify your right to rest, to kick back and put your feet up on the sofa. Set calm, firm, emotional boundaries. Your job is not to manage his disappointment. His emotions are his property. Don't steal them, right? Don't break in to his soul and try and steal his disappointment. That's robbery. He can feel what he feels, and you can still live your life. That doesn't make you hard or insensitive. That makes you sovereign. Okay? Stick to facts, not feelings. He wants emotional drama, right? That's the stage play that he's hoping to perform. Instead, anchor to clarity instead. So, for example, the dishwasher needs to be loaded. Are you handling it or should I? Instead of, you seem overwhelmed, are you okay? Right? One opens the door to manipulation, the other keeps it closed. What I'm getting at here is offer strategic but limited acknowledgement. Sometimes a simple, thanks for taking care of that earlier, can derail a guilt trip spiral before it even starts. This is not catering to him. That's not what I'm suggesting here. It's about managing the emotional weather in your home until you feel stronger. So, the martyr narcissist uses guilt as the same way a magician uses misdirection, right? Look over here. He pulls your attention away from yourself and towards his suffering, so he can get something from you. But once you recognize that that's the tactic going on, then the spell is broken, the trance is broken. And once you start to see that the guilt was never yours to hold, his unhappiness was never your responsibility, and his suffering was never actually a sacrifice, but a stage performance, then you're breaking free. So if this resonated, let me know in the comment section. Just put it in there. What's one guilt trip that now you see it, and now you see it differently? Your insight, your comment in the comment section could be the light bulb for another woman to help her feel less crazy and less alone tonight. If you're ready for real support, real clarity, and a community that understands exactly what you're going through, join the Detox Your Marriage community. The link is down below. And if you're really ready to move forward and transform and change things on the home front, why don't you click the button, the link below for the 15-minute quick start call. You'll meet with me or somebody on my staff, where you'll get a very, very focused conversation about what's going on in your home and how you need to change it. Because change is possible, and never forget that. All right, so see you in the community, and perhaps we'll meet together on a phone call, on a 15-minute quick start call.